I think literacy is all about reading and writing.
I also think literacy is about speaking and listening.
It's about sharing ideas with each other.
It's about communicating with each other.
I think reading is important because it is a life skill.
In every job, you've got to be able to read.
We need to read to be able to learn and to find out new things.
Reading is enjoyable because you learn more things. Reading's fun because it's a good way to spend your time. I like The Famous Five by Enid Blyton because they're adventure stories.
I like reading Alan Alberg books because he is a really good author and he writes really fun books. You become a better reader by practicing and reading to your family and friends. Sometimes I read in my head and sometimes I read out loud.
It's good to go to the library because there's loads of different books like non-fiction books, poems and legends.
When I read a good book, I like to recommend it to my friends.
When I read to the teacher, it helps me feel more confident with my reading.
The more you read, the more you become a better writer.
In class, I like looking in a thesaurus because it helps me find lots of new words and sometimes they can be very exciting instead of having boring words.
It really helps me to write things down if I say it to myself first. My best piece of writing was a legend story about a 15-year-old boy called Robert. My best bit of writing was when I wrote an adventure book. It was about a little boy who went on an adventure on his scooter. To become better at speaking and listening, we need to concentrate and look properly at others.
I'm looking forward to doing more debates and discussions inside school.
I'm in school council and I have to stand in front of the class and ask them their opinions.
I think learning a poem by heart is fun and it helps with your confidence. My grandma used to learn poems by heart at her school.
It's good to learn a poem by heart because it stays with you forever.
We're going to be learning more poems by heart at school. I learnt one and I was really surprised I liked it.
My sister and my mum were very impressed with me when I told them the poem by heart.
My favourite place to read is in the car when it's a very long journey because if I've got nothing to do, like my iPod or something's out of charge, I could just get my book and read it. My favourite place to read is in bed because it helps me get to sleep.
My favourite place to read is in my bedroom because it's very quiet and I can concentrate.
I like reading at school because my favourite books are at school.
My favourite place to read is in the lounge because it's really snug and it helps me get to sleep. I like reading to my mum because she helps me use expression in my voice.